Today we're doing Module 4, Day 6. The objective is applications of area. This will be our last lesson before the Module 4 assessment. The materials needed for today are your online whiteboard or your whiteboard dry erase marker and dry eraser. And we're going to follow the teaching style where I do it, we do it together, and then you do it on your own. First, we're finding the area of this shaded region. Now, you can see that there are two rectangles here. So what we are doing is we only want to know the area of this yellow part. In order to do that, we have to find the area of the whole yellow rectangle and then take away this white rectangle in the middle, okay? So we're finding what the whole area would be and then taking away the white part to find out just what is covered by the yellow. So we're going to use the same method that we've been using for area, which is multiplying. We have a side of 10 and a side of 6. So our equation is 10 times 6. Count by 10, 6 times. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So the area of the yellow rectangle, if the white rectangle weren't taken out of it, would be 60. But we have to take away this rectangle, which is 2 and 6, okay? A length of 2 and a length of 6. So we need to multiply 2 times 6. Count by 2, 6 times, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So the area of the whole yellow rectangle is 60. The area of this pink, or this white rectangle in the middle, is 12. So now what we need to do is take 60 minus 12, and that'll tell us the area of just this part here, okay? Just the actual yellow with the white taken out. So we're going to have to use our multiplication skills and our subtraction skills. Remember, step 1 is always start in the ones place, and we always have to do the top number minus the bottom number. So we have 0 minus 2. If we have 0, we cannot take away 2. So we need to borrow. I'm always going to borrow just 1 10. So I take 6 minus 1, leaves me with 5. I take that 1 and put it in front of my 0. So now I have 10, which makes sense because I borrowed 1 10, I had 0, and now I have 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 5 minus 1 is 4. So the blue that I've scribbled over, that area is 48. Okay, so essentially what we had was we had the yellow rectangle, and then we put the white rectangle on top of it and said, we're taking away this part of the yellow rectangle. What is left? What is left is an area of 48. Okay, so these are going to be multi-step problems. Let's have you try one with me. Find the area of the shaded region. So this time we have a blue rectangle, and we've put a white rectangle on top of it, and we're saying we're taking away this part of the blue rectangle. What is left? So first we need to find the area of the big rectangle, take away the area of the small rectangle, and that'll give us the area of what's left. So we're going to take 5 and 8. Remember, we multiply to find the area, so we need to do 5 times 8. I'm going to give you a moment to solve 5 times 8. So you could count by 5s 8 times. Okay, so counting by 5s 8 times, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So our entire blue rectangle, including the part underneath the white area, is 40. Now let's go ahead and figure out the area of the white rectangle, which has a side of 5 and a side of 3. So we do 5 times 3. I'll give you a moment to solve for the area of the white rectangle. So 5 times 3, count by 5s 3 times, 5, 10, 15. So the area of the white rectangle is 15. Now what we need to do is take the area of the blue, the area of the blue rectangle minus the area of the white rectangle, and that should give us the area of this part that is left outside of the white. I'm going to give you a moment to solve 40 minus 15. Okay, so step 1 is start in the ones. We start on the top. 0 minus 5. We have 0, we cannot take away 5, so we have to borrow. Borrow from the 4. We take away 1 10, which leaves us with 3 10s. Move that 10 over to the ones place. So now we have 10 minus 5, which is 5. 3 minus 1, which is 2. So the area that is blue outside of that white rectangle is 25. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more together. We'll try to pick up the pace on this one a little bit. Okay, so first step, find the area of the big rectangle, which actually happens to be a square. So that's 8 times 8. Then find the area of the white one, which is 4 and 6, so 4 times 6. And then you're going to take this answer and take away this answer, and that will give you the area. So I'm going to give you just a moment to start working on solving that. Try and get at least these two problems solved. And then we'll go to the next step. If you have time, go ahead and solve the whole thing. Okay, so first we are solving 8 times 8, which is probably a little bit harder because we haven't counted by 8s as much as we have some of the other numbers. So we have to count by 8s 8 times. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64. So 8 times 8 would be 64. 4 times 6, so we can count by 4 6 times. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So 4 times 6 is 24. And then we said we have to take the bigger area, which is the one of the green square, and subtract the area of the white rectangle. I'm going to give you just another moment if you haven't gotten to the subtraction part yet. 64 minus 24, go ahead and solve that, and that will tell us the area of what's left of this green outside of the white rectangle. Okay, so step 1 is starting the ones. We have 4 minus 4, which leaves us with 0. And then 6 minus 2, which leaves us with 4. So the area of the green outside of the white rectangle is 40, and that would be square feet, because they are measuring in feet. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about what you're doing on your own today. IXL skill DD 19, which is find the area between two rectangles. So you're going to be doing just what we were doing. The question is, what is the area of the shaded region? So you're going to find the area of the big rectangle first. So in this case, it would be 5 times 5. Then figure out the area of the little rectangle, 2 times 2, which these are actually both squares. So 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 2 is 4. So you have to subtract the 2 to find the area of the purple, which would be 21. Go ahead and get started.